New this morning, a push in Virginia to educate families about the free and reduced lunch program. Now, during the pandemic, school lunch was free for all students in the U.S., regardless of income, thanks to federal funding.
Well, now that's gone, and it's causing some confusion for families. Marcella Robertson is live this morning in Alexandria to break it all down and explain what officials there are doing to help. Good morning.
Good morning to you both. Well, yeah, a little bit of confusion once we switched over from that pandemic funding. When those free meals were available for all students during the pandemic, there was no application process, no paperwork to fill out, and that just isn't the case anymore. And so officials here in Alexandria, the schools, they are really hoping to educate parents, kind of reintroduce them about this process and filling out those applications for the free and reduced lunch program, because there has just been a huge increase nationwide and return of student lunch debt.
Nutrition, number one, that is the crux of everything that we do.
Dr. Eric Coleman heads the Nutrition Services Department for Alexandria Public Schools. He knows the crucial role food plays in education.
They can show up ready, willing, able, full bellies in the classroom, and that they will have everything that they need to be able to perform academically.
Last year, there was a switch from free pandemic era meals for all students.
It created such a relief for the responsibility of parents at home.
Back to free lunch based on eligibility, leading to the return of lunch debt nationwide. A record level $19 million in unpaid meal debt in the U.S. last year. That's according to a recent survey from the School Nutrition Association. A sign that families may be struggling.
We will never turn away a student who, quote unquote, does not qualify or does not have the means.
A recent hunger report from the Capital Area Food Bank shows 32% of residents in the DMV didn't know where their next meal was coming from between May of last year and April 2023. Back here in Alexandria, at 10 out of the 18 schools in the city, all of the students qualify for free lunch under a USDA program for schools in low-income areas. No paperwork needed. But for the other schools, families still need to reapply.
We are here to help and guide through the process.
And you heard Coleman there say that they're ready to help guide you through that process. They say you can even come to the central office here. They will walk you through filling out that paperwork that's also available in many different languages. I do want to mention the big deal about the school lunch debt, and the problem with that is that at the end of the year, a lot of times these school districts, they end up having to pick up that tab, and that then comes out of the budget. And another thing that I want to mention too, earlier this year, some of our local officials, the General Assembly, they were pushing to bring back those free universal free meals for all students in schools that we saw during the pandemic, but it didn't make it very far and never made it past the Education Committee. That's the latest here in Alexandria. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Marcella, thank you. And Marcella is in Alexandria, but we also want to mention there are similar programs in place in Montgomery County. You can get those details on our website, WUSA9.com.